Okay, welcome back, folks, to part 2. So, in part 1, we talked about 3 dates, the 6th, the 9th, and the 10th. So, here we are at the 6th of September of 2017. Now, I've known about this stuff for a long time now, and I just haven't showed it to you yet because I needed to show you how to observe these things and before I started bringing this to you. So I'm going to put this into the loop first, and we're going to watch the 6th of September 2017. This is the first solar flare, the X10 that we saw. Boom, there it goes. Okay, let's watch it again here. Okay, so here's the start of our CME, and I freeze framed it here because on this image over here, I'm starting to see curvature on the back side here. So this is like our first object emerging in this CME, and we're going to go through it frame by frame. Now here's a nice bow shock shape on the back side of it. Then our main blast. If you look down here, you can see a black round spheroid object right here. Here it is a little more. Then in this image, you can see these bulges right here. There's an object here, one here, and then if you look, you can see another object, nice round shape right here, and the light is going around it. It's bending down and starting to drape over this object right here as it emerges from next to the sun. Notice how the light's bending down and draping over this object. In this frame over here, you can see more curvature. These objects down below here. Here you can see more curvature on the back side, and you can see as this is splaying out and wrapping around this bigger object right here. Then, right here, we have what appears to be another secondary and a third object. So there are multiple objects in this blast. So here we are at 0-100 again on the 6th, and I'm going to put this into motion, and I'll even slow it down a little bit more. And watch as these objects come out. And could you see that thing moving by? It's almost like driving down the highway and passing a truck going the opposite direction. See that come from behind and move this way? It's almost as if the sun is traveling forward this way, past this object, and as we pass it, it rips material off the sun. And then there's all sorts of other little objects trailing behind it. There's 1, 2 in the beginning. So this main object right there has other little objects orbiting around it. Take another look at this. And you watch as this big object comes out, and you can see there's stuff stuck to it, and then there's other objects trailing behind it. So there is more than just one planet X or planet 9. This is a huge system with all sorts of stellar cores, black holes in it, and we're going to keep going into more detail as we go through these videos. But I want you to see the 6th here again. Just watch it closely. Okay, and you can see how this material is bending and draping over this object as it passes. I'm going to frame by frame it here. Here's our object right here. You can see the curvature on the back side. It's right here. Here's stuff already hitting the front face of it. You can see the light bending and wrapping around it. Go back and forth here a little bit. That's what helps, is going back and forth. See that? And you can see that there are other objects traveling along with this thing, or maybe we're passing by it. See all these other objects following behind it? Okay, that's the end of part 2.